my palette collection, I feel like I am my mother with many children. You love them all because they're yours, but you can't help but have some favorites. Hello beautiful people, hi, my name is Mia and this is my virtual vanity, a place where we both love our makeup and are quite critical of it. And today I want to tell you all about my favorite palettes for 2018. Now, not all of these palettes have been released in 2018, but they are my favorites. And when I mean favorites, let's detail a bit this concept, at least in this video. I have palettes that I love because they have great color scheme. I have palettes that I admire for their color schemes as object d'art themselves. But maybe I don't use those as often as these because YouTube isn't my job, makeup isn't my job. My day job is tech support, which means I wrestle printers into submission. I make computers do my will. I provide access like a god. I take access like the devil. Can both bless and curse users with my powers, and to be all quite honest, I also reset a lot of passwords, like a lot of passwords. But let's leave my incredible technological powers out of this. The point that I was trying to make was that while there are a lot of palettes that I absolutely love to use in my free time or when I'm not half asleep, the palettes that I have here are the palettes that I consistently reached for in 2018, both when I get up in the morning and I crawl out of bed half blind to my vanity and everything is too much, including reality, and I just want something quick, simple, and easy, and also when I am feeling inspired and I want to do something interesting. So you won't see maybe crazy color stories, but I can assure you that these palettes have been used and abused. Well, maybe not abused. They don't look that abused because I have a light hand. But when I say favorites, I really do mean palettes that I have used and used and used, and not just, well, these have my favorite color schemes. You know what I mean? Because I feel there's a difference. I feel there's a difference between palettes that you absolutely love and you get inspired by, and palettes that you actually pull for in everyday life, including, as I said, in the morning when I'm barely half a person. So let's start with the most neutral of the bunch. I've had this for the majority of 2018. This is the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes, and to be quite honest with you, it smells like crack. It's amazing. Like, it smells like peaches. This is the inside of the palette. And because it has a mirror and I don't want to blind you guys, I'm going to continue with a picture over here. What I particularly like about this palette, it's that it's got my comfort zone colors. And that is a lot of roses, a lot of pinks, burgundies, colors that I know I look good in and that are basically my comfort zone in the morning. When I just don't want to think, that's what I do. I put some type of color on the lid, be it, I don't know, a champagne, a rose, a duochrome, a green, a blue, and then I put rosy tones in the crease. I particularly enjoyed using just peachy in the crease with peach punch, then it deepened out with peach sangria. When I want to go for a more neutral look, I go with peaches and cream, fresh picked or peach cobbler, and then deepened out with just ripe and chocolate dipped. What I like about this palette is that the formula is incredibly soft. Also very gently pressed in the pan, so you might find it a bit powdery with a bit of kick up, but I honestly don't mind that. I absolutely enjoy how easy it is to blend. Sometimes all I need to do is just take a fluffy brush and the shadows blend themselves. Not to mention that they go so well together. It's just such a beautifully curated color scheme. Excuse you, love. J-U-B. Now, Too Faced has done some fuckery lately. Specifically, its CEO has been, how to put it? His rich white privilege jumped out, and he did apologize afterwards, and you know, I I'm not the person that should accept the apology, because the hurtful thing that he did wasn't directly affecting me. But just in case, I just wanted to let you know that Too Faced has done some fuckery. I personally am going to go towards the fact that he is just so far up his rich privileged ass that he didn't realize what the fuck he was saying, and not towards real racism. But time will tell. Time will tell if we need to cancel Too Faced as well. Just for your info, just so you guys know. Also because I'm kind of feeling bad about talking well about their products when it's been so recent, but this piece of shit really has been my favorite this year, so you do what you gotta do. Something more recent that's been in my collection for 2 months, I think. This is the Good Sport palette by Colourpop. It's part of their autumn release, and you will see that this one has a much more adventurous color scheme than the Peachy mattes. Now, what I particularly enjoy is that it's got, as I said, my comfort zone shades. So peaches, plums, things that I know I look great in. And then it's got this duochrome, which has a very pretty warm toned base with a bit of bluish sparkle to it, which absolutely goes well with everything else in the freaking palette. So I usually go for this in the on the lid, then maybe the greens in the crease, maybe the browns if I'm going for a more neutral look, the purples if I'm feeling a bit daring. It's really not a daring look, but it's nonetheless quite pretty. I also really enjoy using this shade Trooper in my crease when doing more neutral looks, just for a pop of something interesting. When I'm feeling really lazy and uninspired, I will use Wild Out on the lid, then High Hopes deepened with Hooky, and if I want it to be just a bit more interesting despite remaining neutral, I want to put Reckless in the outer V. I also love this green shade Ebb. Trophies is great for deepening out the outer V in deep looks. Overall, I find this palette absolutely beautifully curated, a beautiful color story, very versatile, both on its own and as a companion palette to something else, and I have been using it a lot. What drives me absolutely insane is that Colourpop palettes get dirty so fast. I swear to God, I have to clean up the edges of the pans at least once a week because I don't like it looking dirty. Like, I love palettes that look used with like dips in the pans and the such, but dirty, nah, that ain't it. Palettes that I've had, well, for quite a long time. I think I've had it for like maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years. This is the Revolution Iconic Divison, and the writing is starting to go off basically, and unfortunately I've had a casualty. This middle peachy shade has just started to disintegrate, unfortunately. About this palette, the mattes are really nice, really pigmented. I love them. The shimmer is complete another shit. This is a Subculture dupe. I honestly want to get the original Subculture because I've gotten quite a lot of use out of this and I adore it. I use these greens a lot. I use the plums very much, so these two shades over here a lot. Then I absolutely love putting this mustard in the crease with anything else on the lid. I think this one is my favorite yellow in my whole collection. And if I want something easy and neutral, I can go with this peachy shade in the crease, deepened out with these two, and maybe something else as a pop of color on the lid. But overall, I honestly really do enjoy it, especially as a companion palette. Maybe not so much on its own because I very rarely go for all matte looks, and as I said, the shimmers in this one, complete and utter crap. 3 palettes done, 2 left to go. Another palette that I have absolutely enjoyed, this is the NYX Ignite palette. It's part of their Machinist collection. It's pronounced Machinist, right, with a hard K. Like, I don't feel that in that word you'd have that CH pronounced as a ch. let me know. Let me know. So this is how it looks like inside. It's just a very beautiful, warm toned palette with a couple of pops of these grayish, bluish greens. As I said, I enjoy these plummy tones a lot. I enjoy this side as well. I really like this plummy shimmer. I'm sorry for the reflection, it is what it is. I love this shade over here. I love this one all over the lid. This is a really nice setting shade, but honestly I would have rather had something to contribute to the color story rather than this shit. I find these shimmers very, very beautiful. Best applied with a brush, which was strange for me because usually I apply all of my shimmers with a finger, but these get the most shine and payoff when applied with a flat brush. Mattes are nice, a bit powdery, just a bit on the powdery side, but as I said, I don't mind my mattes powdery, so that's all good. I think this was a limited edition collection, but as far as I know, they're still available and on sale. I legit liked these so much that I paid full price. Don't judge me. Now for the pièce de résistance. My French is shit, but I still like using it, whatever. Kept this for last because I talk about this brand so much on my channel. So if you don't want to hear me talk about the Nabla Soul Blooming palette for like the 99,000th time, see ya later. Thanks for watching. But if you do, the Nabla Soul Blooming, all-time top favorite in my collection. If my vanity set itself on fire and I had to buy again everything, this is what I would start with. I absolutely love the Nabla formula, and I feel that this palette is my ideal capsule palette. This is how it looks like on the inside. You've got these beautiful rosy tones. You've got browns that, you know, I don't use that often, these types of browns, but they're nice to have. You've got these beautiful, beautiful blue, a bit of fallout, so just so you know, you've been warned. This beautiful, absolutely beautiful, magenta to purple to teal kind of duochrome that I absolutely adore and I enjoy using all over the lid. This honey drip shade, which has a bit of a weird texture, it's absolutely lovely on its own or as a topper. And let me tell you how I use this, because I do use this a lot. Despite, like, I'm so annoyed because I use some palettes to death and you still can't tell, and what the fuck do I have to do to have my palettes look like I'm actually using them? I have absolutely no idea. But say I want a neutral look, what I will do is put chamomile in the crease, deepen it out with Ghia, Caravaggio in the outer V, and then I will add whatever the hell I want on the lid. I could add honey drip, I could add Garden Gate if I want to look a bit more sultry, a bit more magical. I can add Climbing Rose. I can add Philosophy, which is absolutely beautiful on its own. I love it so damn much. If I want to go magical, mystical, I can use these two shades over here, then Garden Gate. I've actually done a 3 looks 1 palette video with this, and I'm gonna link it down below because I do feel that it is such a beautiful, versatile palette. I absolutely enjoy using Philosophy, Honey Drip, Garden Gate, and Climbing Rose as all over the lid shades when I'm feeling lazy, which is often. But yes, basically, I'm not gonna continue with how much I love the Soul Blooming palette, because I am starting to get a bit of cringe from how much I talk about this brand and how much I love them, but you know, I can't help them, man. My friends make fun of me. They say that because I'm half Italian and the brand is Italian, it's like the call of the blood or something. I don't know what it is, but it just is. It is what it is. Anyway, these have been my favorites for 2018. Let me know, what have you tried these palettes? What did you think of them? What were your favorites for 2018? Up next, I have planned a video about the best color stories that I've seen in 2018 with just palettes released that I may have or may have not gotten for various reasons. don't know when I'm gonna post it, because I have 5 other videos filmed, and I feel that I don't even know when to post them all, because I don't want to post every day. That's a bit too much, at least for me. Like, even I get tired of channels that post every day, so I'm like, posting every 2 or 3 days, I feel that's the best, at least for me. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 4 times a week if I'm feeling really, really inspired. Maximum 5, but not 7 out of 7, because I feel that's just a bit too much. So I don't know how I will schedule and fit in all of the videos that I have planned for the future period, but do know that a video on the color stories that I find were most interesting for what came out this year is coming soon. But until then, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Happy that you guys joined me again for another video. I'm really happy that the year is coming to an end. But then again, we also have to remember that 2019 isn't going to be magically better, because time is just a construct. Basically, we just impose our own limitations. So there's a depressing thought for you. You're welcome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, evening, morning, whatever it is where you're from. Bye.